We're getting you acquainted with the candidates to this year's U.S. Senate election in Alabama.
Yeah, today we speak with Alabama Senator Luther Strange to find out why he believes he is the man for the job.
And welcome to Know Your Candidates. Alabama holding a special session to name a new senator replacing Jeff Sessions. And right now the man joining me is the one who holds the position, Luther Strange. We appreciate you stopping by, Senator.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank
Glad
you.
to be here.
Let me ask you to start, if you alone set agenda in Washington, what would be your first priority?
My first priority has been from day one, since I've been in the Senate, to support President Trump and his agenda. So repealing and replacing Obamacare, tax relief to the average citizens of this country, infrastructure, build the wall. We've got a lot to do in Washington, and that's been my agenda from day one.
Well, let's talk about health care. Obviously, it's had its difficulties certainly getting through the Senate, right? It looks bad at the moment. Can you give us some hope that something can get done? And would you support just repealing it?
I would support just repealing it, and we have a problem with 2 or 3 Republicans who have voted to repeal it and replace it, but are now getting a little bit of cold feet. So we've got to address that, which we will, and I look forward to voting to repeal. Then we can have the debate to replace it, but that's a promise we made, and we've got to keep it.
What is going to be the something that is going to be better than what we have now?
Well, first of all, we've got to make sure that we cover pre-existing conditions, which of course we will. We've got to make sure we put Medicaid on a sustainable path. Alabama's handled Medicaid the right way. We've been smart, frugal, dealing with just the people that need it the most, the elderly, women and children, the poor, truly poor and needy. We've got to do that. Then we also got to get premiums down on the individual market side. People are just paying an outrageous amount for their insurance, and once they pay high premiums, high deductibles, they really don't have access to health care. So those are the kind of things that I'm driving as part of the debate.
You mentioned infrastructure as well. Of course, people around here are just anxious as can be to have a bridge over the Mobile River and take some of the pressure off the Wallace Tunnel.
Absolutely.
But on a broader scale, is that something that can get bipartisan support? Because there are infrastructure problems throughout the country, obviously.
I think you make a great point. Infrastructure should be our most bipartisan issue. And in the Bay Area here, in the Mobile area, we've got to do something about the traffic situation and the bridge. That's been a top priority of mine. I know Senator Shelby and I have worked together. We have a plan for that, but we've got to get to that in the national debate. That means we've got to get rid of the health care issue, get it behind us, fix that problem, and move on. It's critical.
Right. Building a wall along the southern border. You say we need that, and again, how do we pay for that?
Well, as a former Attorney General, I understand the need to follow the law and enforce the laws. I have an idea about building the wall that I proposed in the Senate, which is called Follow the Law or Pay for the Wall. It's what we call our bill. And it's aimed at sanctuary cities, for example. It's a pretty significant problem. They get infrastructure funding that's supposed to go towards building the wall. They are not cooperating with the federal government. They're basically giving sanctuary to illegals. I've said if you won't follow the law, let's take the money infrastructure money that you would ordinarily get, and we'll use that to build the wall. So I think we've got ideas. We've got to incentivize our people to do it, and we're working hard to do it.
All right, Senator Strange. Thank you so much. We appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. All right, let's go back to you guys.
All right, Local 15 is your headquarters when it comes to knowing all the candidates. You can hear more of our interview with Luther Strange on our website, local15tv.com.
Yeah, we have reached out to all the candidates in the Senate race, and coming up tomorrow, we hear from Jason Fisher as part of our Know Your Candidates series. He's a native of Orange Beach, and he is running as a Democrat.